What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Dark Season 3 video. Many of you on my most recent video have asked for some more information about Claudia and how she knew of the origin world. Yes, in my video I kind of briefly touched over that part in my top 5 unanswered questions of Dark Season 3. But today we're going to hope to try and break it down just a bit more. So as always, if you're new, please do consider subscribing with notifications on to never miss a video, and drop a like if you did enjoy it, as it does help us out massively. You can also join our Discord in the description down below. And well, with that out of the way, I must preface this by saying that this is a theory. I'm not presenting this as a fact before you go raging in the comments. I do appreciate you passionate fans, and I have appreciated the love you've shown on the channel so far. So what was the origin world? Well, it was a world where H.G. Tannhaus invented time travel to try and save his child from dying in a car crash. Now, this death is where it all started. This act led to a split in reality where time and reality was changed forever, leading to an endless time travel loop with Martha and Jonas at the end and the centre of this total madness. Their escapades through time and space led to 2 family trees spinning off from them in 2 realities I would refer to as Earth A, Jonas, and Earth B, Martha. Now, Claudia herself was the 3rd one of these. Of course, it's all with 3s, 33, 3, all of that craziness. Claudia spent, like I said, 33 years trying to save her daughter Regina from dying of cancer. In each and every single time loop that occurred, her daughter died. As Regina's father and Regina's origin was not technically connected to the time loop, she could live if there was another world. And that is what she said. She said that she can exist outside of the time loop, and she won't actually die, or should not die, in the origin world. See, Claudia spent all of this time seeing all of the changes. She's a very smart cookie, our Claudia. She, just like Adam and Eve, travelled to the loop seeing all of the changes. However, Adam and Eve were so preoccupied with trying to make sure the loop carries on. Now, Eva was using quantum entanglement to make sure the loop goes on and on and on, as she wanted to ensure her child had always existed. That was the origin, Adam thought, and he tried to stop the loop from happening. Eventually he decided that he wanted to stop the loop, and well, he thought the only way to do that was stop the origin, which he thought was his creepy unknown child who had 3 versions of him going around history. But that didn't work. The origin was actually the origin of time travel. Pretty simple when you think about it. So with the loop going round and round with no end in sight, Claudia had somehow worked a way out of it. She had sent herself to different parts in time, but the loop of cause and effect had always continued. There was a split second or a nanosecond at the start of the apocalypse where time pauses due to, well, science. Yes, that bit went a bit over my head there, I will admit. But Claudia has observed everything and written it down in a notebook, as we saw throughout the series. She saw Adam and Eve do everything to make the events keep happening, or try to stop happening. Yes, it didn't really work, and this obviously means that everything keeps happening non-stop too. As she has a sort of roadmap, she can work out what parts of the loop are cemented, or knotted as they say in the show, and which parts are actually malleable. As she knew everything that happened, she could actually change things. She could work out where things can be changed. She had to let Jonas and Martha think that their plans were working, so she could then change things to create a new conversation with Adam, so he can then have the idea to go to his past self and influence him to go with Martha to that moment where the crash happened, leading our boy Tannhaus to invent time travel. Of course, when he turned the machine on, that was when the split happened. Now, considering Tannhaus had actually written a book about time travel, it's seemingly quite obvious, to her at least, that he would have started the entire loop. Because considering that she gave him parts of the machine and asked him to build it, he didn't know what that machine was. He hadn't had actually built it yet. And, well, he had to wait until 1986 to do that and turn it on. So if she's worked out that the loop carries on and on due to time travel, well, it is quite evident that she somehow needs to stop Tannhaus from ever tinkering and inventing the machine, and thus turning on and splitting the worlds into two. So, with this in mind, I would expect that she has looked into his history and worked out that his kid died, and then this is what led him to actually start and create this machine. She obviously tells this to Adam, who then tells it to Jonas. He then feeds that on to Martha when they are in the cave. So if she knows he started all this by coming up with the seed of an idea that can make time travel work, like I said, it's quite logical to presume she would have looked into all of this. Now, Claudia worked out that cause and effect are needed to ensure her causes had different effects to what has happened thus far. She had to convince a young Martha and Jonas to go on a different path, which can only be done without interference from time travellers. They would be the only ones who have travelled back to that point in time for that to end. This is technically creating a brand new loop, and it is a bit messy when it does actually come to that creation there. I kind of wish that the show would explain this a lot more, as it does seem to be a bugbear with a lot of fans across forums and Reddit. It's never really explicitly explained how she was able to actually, know to do what she was doing. She kind of knows of the origin world and things like that. But I do hope you've enjoyed my take on it at least, and I'd love to hear your takes on it in the comments, and I might do another top 5 video there based on your comments if I do get enough as well. But if you did enjoy it, I do appreciate a like as well, as it does help us out massively. Please do subscribe with notifications on to get more videos from us, and please do join us on Discord, as I'm hoping to try and get a sort of after party for when my videos premiere on YouTube. We can jump over on to the Discord and discuss things in further detail if you want. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.